Alright.
Underwater. Oh, I guess there are Koopas. I wasn't even paying attention to those. I was
Biscuits.
I was keeping my... Oh, biscuit.
Waffles. Dunk waffle crust tabulation.
Wee wee in the pond.
Wee wee and the pond.
I like how with the way that we ended up releasing the parts, I had mentioned that in Earthworm Jim, too, before we had uploaded any of the...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Then when I was editing the last episode of X7, I was like, wait a minute, this is where we talk about wee wee in the pond?
So when I was maybe like 4 years old, I wrote a book. I made like a little tiny book out of post-it notes, and it was called Wee Wee in the Pond. And it was about like a rain cloud that dropped pee into a pond or something.
What the fuck instructions?
and I was super proud of this.
It's good to know that Mikey's writing style has not evolved past.
It's not evolved.
So like
Wee wee.
Yeah.
Alonzo, tell us about your experience and history with Wee Wee in the Pond.
Well, I heard Mikey talk about it.
Yeah, and then her mom threw it out. That made me a little sad.
Aww.
What's your mom's cell phone number so I can call her and ask her about Wee Wee in the Pond?
Okay, well,
Oh, no.
I actually, after I had said this on the show, mentioned that, the next time I saw her, I was just like, Mom, do you remember Wee Wee in the Pond? And she was like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I made this little book out of post-it notes. And I showed it to you because I was proud of it, and then you got mad and threw it away. And she's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that I did that. I don't remember this at all. Oh! I waited too long. The problem is that there.
You also waited too long to tell your mom, too.
The problem is like with those. Yeah, with this, you can get an extra life, but it's kind of tricky. Okay, get the red one and the 3 greens. Green. Ah, fuck! Then you gotta time it so that last guy drops off the ledge before the shell gets on the screen. Ugh.
What?
Yeah, like, that's like a little puzzle to get an extra guy, is that if you can time it so that guy falls off the ledge and is in the path of the shell, that's the last guy you need to get the extra life. You gotta hit, like, 8 or 9 guys.
Oh, that's neat. That reminds me of, like, the section at the first level of Super Mario World where you kill the turtle shells.
Yeah.
They're all walking on the platform. It reminds me of that.
Yoshi's
It
Island
reminds me of
too.
that, but it reminds me of that, but it's like a gigantic dick bag fuck the gamer version.
Yeah.
So what I was able to find on the scrolling thing right now is just doing a little like research on that. It looks like there's no. I had to find if there was interviews or something like that, but the general kind of like guess/hypothesis is that it's like a coding thing, and then eventually they're able to fix that with becoming more efficient in the coding, like in Super Mario Brothers. Was
There's
it
a secret
3 or
passage
which one
you
was
have
you
to
able to
unlock
move?
to beat the level.
What do you say, Alonzo?
The
last part you said.
the coding where it was more efficient, like in other games where they're able to move left and right. I think it was just a limitation when they created the first 2 games that
like they didn't understand like
yeah
how
it was
important
like
that was.
it's just the way that was set up, and then they figured it out later on.
They figured out that it's much better to actually be able to go back and forth.
No, they figured out how to physically do it.
Yeah, they found workarounds around it because, you know, as time goes on, you get, especially that time, a year in tech advances like 5 years in the technology and the in the way that the coding was done and everything like that. I know, like in Tetris, you look at it, the way that it's coded, it has really interesting ways that it interacts with the player once you get past certain points and everything like that, where now, like, you make a modern Tetris, you make it be able to go past level, whatever it was, 164 or something like that. So yeah, I think it might have been, I don't have the backup, I'm just looking at these forums and everything like that right now. That's kind of like the hypothesis. I had to ask Miyamoto or something like that.
Miyamoto was a artist and a designer, not a programmer, but yeah.
Well, yeah, he'd know. through time running
We
it.
can call him up anyway.
Yeah.
Let's try to book an interview with him.
I hope you're gonna have to brush up a lot more in your Japanese, Ethan.
So to Scott?
Yeah. Boku no wama sa shironde? I have no
What are you
idea what I'm
talking about?
saying at all. I'm just saying random
It's pronounced-
Japanese words that I
It's
know.
pronounced Boku no Pico.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Did you just say arigato?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. But this is gonna be
He
a
said-
wrong moment if I'm not correct.
Go back and replay it. He's like, Domo arigato.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Well, he's also the one who says Yakuza or whatever.
Yak is
I
up,
know, but oh my god. No, he calls it Yakuza.
Yeah, Yakuzis.
Which is like the crappy anglicized pronunciation that's totally wrong.
That puts emphasis on syllables.
Yeah.
That's why they changed it to like a dragon.
I hope Mikey has
I
fun.
narrowly missed that one.
I hope Mikey has fun editing out my chair squeaking sound effects.
It's not like you would.
Keep it in.
I do want to thank Mr. Ethan for all of his editing, because it makes my life so much easier to have him along to help.
What can I say?
Yeah, his edits are fun as hell. The situation I was trying to ignore.
his own mouth. Did you hear that, Mikey?
That would be very impressive if he was able to do that. I couldn't do that.
What's been everybody's favorite edit so far of the Ethan playthroughs? You know which ones are mine based on if the intro's fucked up or not.
Oh my god. Oh! I was trying to time it so that would be a 3, but I fell in the fucking water. Okay. It's gonna be alright,
This
everybody.
truly is the Super Mario.
Mikey, edit in the crappy explosion gif over that text.
I like how I even gave you a better one
This
to
truly
use.
is the Dark Souls of Mario's.
You did, but that one's like, it has to be pointed on something. It has to be like on the surface. Is this the first level with Hammer Bros, or did we see them already?
I think we saw them earlier in this world, and Hammer Brothers are really annoying in this game because they're ones that run now. Like
Oh.
all of the
Define
enemies,
run.
Move faster.
all of the enemies in this Mario 1 and Mario 2 have kind of like rules to them. Like for example, the green piranha plants, as long as you're standing next to the pipe, they won't come out. And the same goes for the bloopers. As long as you're standing on solid ground and like they can't hurt you if you're standing on the ground, they'll bounce up. The rule with the Hammer Brothers is you can either try to jump over them immediately once they appear before they have a chance to throw any hammers, or that was close. You have to bounce on that guy to get over here. Or you can stand next to them and wait for them to jump and run under them. But with the running Hammer Brothers, you can't do that. You have to, be a little bit more clever to get around them.
Like, does that mean that they keep going towards you,
Yes,
or are they faster?
they will keep running towards you, moving towards you, and then... So, which means that you can't stand next to them and wait for them to jump and run under them. Yeah.
And you can't go back either
Yeah.
to go to safety.
Uh-huh.
So,
So you have to deal with them.
yes.
You have to confront them like your inner demons.
They're your inner demon kings, your daimos.
Your Daimos, which is like the crappy anglicized pronunciation.
Yeah. Because, like,
And then
Ganondorf
the
is a
boss
demon
levels.
king. Who else is a demon king in video games? I bet Dr. Wily is a demon king in the Japanese version.
I think
It's like
he's
it's
just a
always a
scientist.
demon king, isn't it?
He's Dr. Wily is a demon king.
Yes.
Dr. Wiwi.
Dr. Wowie.
Yeah, but now that you say it, like, I know that's a huge thing, but like for some reason I can't. I don't know. I can't put my finger on any at the moment.
I'm sure Satan from the Mig Ronalds anime is also a demon king in the Japanese. What was that?
The what?
There's an anime called The Devil's a
McDonald's
part-timer?
son. Oh, fuck that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Devil's a part-timer?
Yeah, which is actually pretty good.
Okay, this is Alonzo's turn.
The first season, yes. The second is so bad that...
I haven't seen it yet, so...
Yeah, it's
That's
bad. Don't. Just remember the first season, and that's how it ends.
The first season's... I didn't like the first season very much either.
I thought it was
Like
neat that
the-
Satan really enjoyed living in the real world and having like a 9
Well,
to
it's like
5.
Satan's like a good person for no reason, just because he likes working at a fast food restaurant. He just suddenly is no longer the king of evil. He's no
Well,
longer the demon king.
But he was also never really a king of evil. He was just portrayed that way.
Oh yeah, because the church is corrupt, isn't it? They hinted
Yeah,
at
because
that.
it was the people, they were
Unalive.
his people, so he's like, well, I came in to protect everybody. So yeah. No, he was always a decent, he's just having fun, like, hey, I don't gotta worry about all that stuff now when I'm over, working at Whack-Donald's.
And Mick Ronalds.
Whack Donald's. McRonald's is what it's called in the show, but I like Whack Donald's better.
And then there's the competing angel or something like that. It works at like, the KFC across the street or something like that.
Amelia? The
No,
hero?
no. It's one of the other angels. I
Did
think
Mikey
it's the
just
second
watch
season
this
thing.
recently or what?
No, I haven't seen this in like 3 or 4 years, but instead I've been rewatching Fairy Tale for the 3rd time on Blu-ray.
Oh my god, how many episodes are there?
Well, it's not as long as One Piece. It's only like 300, as opposed to like...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I
If you-
just started watching Fist of the North Star, and I'm thinking that, oh my god, 109 episodes, I'm never gonna finish this.
Well, that's because you have a real job, unlike Mikey. Yeah.
What were you saying, Alonzo?
What were we on again?
Fairy
yeah.
Tale 300 episodes.
300
And
episodes.
then I interrupted you.
No, no, I think I just started watching or on Netflix. This was a funny one. My brother comes into my room and asks me and my sister, like, "Hey,
That's where the warp zone to World 8 is.
have you been on Netflix recently?" And I said, "No."
Nef-
well,
Ne-
for some
Netflix are
reason,
up
my
to something.
my settings got changed to Russian. Like, wait, what? So then we started looking at like who's been logging in. Like, Alonzo, have you been logging into a Xiaomi TV? Like, I haven't logged in like months. Oh shit, our account got hacked. Log everybody out. The people had bought an extra account
Fick
basically,
bingus.
so we had to go in and cancel that account.
Crap
They'll have
sandwich.
a month or whatever, and then figuring all that shit out. So we're all
We just thought our algorithm was fucked up.
no.
Well,
Well, yeah.
considering what Alonzo would always do to our control bindings back in the day, I like that Ricky was immediately like, "Hey Alonzo, did you change this to
No. He didn't. He said he was wondering if our settings were also changed as well because he would
Okay.
know.
I suddenly
immediately
bought
that
a
we were
mail
hacked.
order bride, and then all my settings were fucked up. I have no idea what happened.
But yeah, once we figured that, we got real
It
quick. We
reminds
logged
me
them
of
all
that
out.
joke from the Venture Brothers. Sorry to interrupt you, Alonzo. But he's like, "Can you tell me if those Russian mail order brides are on the up and up? Because those Chinese ones are a real racket. The damn thing was already dead when the crate finally showed up."
Oh no!
Oh no!
I
I forget. I have to go back and finish all those Adult Swim shows.
You got to
Ah.
swim through them.
Yeah, you have to go on
That
that,
was-
pipe to
That
progress.
was a pretty dull one. I gotta say, Alonzo, that wasn't your finest work.
What are you talking about, Alonzo? What?
He made
Adult
a
Swim.
terrible pun.
No pun is good, so that's not a that's
Ooh, I
not
bounced
making
off
any
a
difference.
randomly spawning bullet bill to make that jump. Fuckers.
Yeah, where did it fire from?
Well, presumably there's a bullet bill cannon off screen we can't see.
Then how come you only heard the? Never mind.
So what I was getting to later on with the Netflix stuff, when we got them all out, I was on Netflix and I decided to start watching Gundam Hathaway. Mostly Gundam Hathaway, some movie that is in the Universal timeline. So I'm gonna watch.
The first Gundam movie right now is on Netflix, and I want to watch it so bad, but it's
Yes,
like two
That's
and a
why I
half
started
hours.
watching. Once I watched Hathaway, and I saw like, oh god, this is why, because I haven't watched Universal timeline or Universal. It's called UC. That timeline for Gundam. I've been watching a lot
Unversed
of offshoot stuff.
Is this like
I'm like, man, I gotta
how
get back
Star
into
Trek
Gundam,
has
so I
the
started
main
watching
and
Gundam
Kelvin
now.
timelines? What the hell is this universal timeline shit you're talking about?
It's basically to separate to like what story is being told takes place where. Like usually, UC is original Gundam Origins, Char's counterattack, Gundam Hathaway. It's a set of characters in the timeline in which war is basically taking place. Original Gundam
Post
is
the timeline.
Oh, gosh.
Hold on, so can you find
I only had one life left.
a timeline on Google Images and post it in the Discord, and then Mikey edit that in.
Then Abif, write a 5-paragraph essay about the different timelines in Gundam and post it into the comment section below.
Fuck you, Mikey. I ain't doing any of that.
Don't do that. Don't make. Well, actually, no. If he's a Gundam fan, he'll enjoy doing it. So you're just giving him fun homework.
Beef. If you're watching, comment Hammer Brother. Thank you.
I know he was a fan of your dithering comments from that last episode.
Yeah.
Look at that dithering.
I know exactly what it is now, but like,
see, you can't get this fire flower. It's literally impossible.
Oh, because is that an oversight or is that just a screw the up? Is that the fuck you?
Oh, like it would work if you get a mushroom from it, because the mushroom would move to the left.
Exactly. Like it seems like an oversight that you can't get it because it's not a mushroom. Oh, the wind. This is a new hazard.
Yeah, this was not in the first one. So, Donkey Kong Country 2, eat your heart out.
What?
Dude.
Well,
Now,
Mikey,
I gotta be
edit the
careful which timeline I use too, because I can piss off a
Mikey,
bunch of
edit
Gundam
the
fans.
explosion in again.
yeah.
Did you
Unalive.
once on purpose to stay a respawn
No.
of 3 lives by
That
continuing?
was a legitimate
Unalive.
on my part, because I got to...
No. Oh, earlier.
It was legit.
Wait, back at the beginning of the playthrough? No.
Never mind. No, never mind. I got confused.
Okay.
Unalive.
That fucker.
Do you know who else is confused?
The Angry Video Game Nerd?
Didn't he just do
I haven't
like
heard
a
that name in a while.
shoujo game? A shoujo mobile game?
Who else is confused? My lands are on.
Oh boy.
The
Arizona Supreme Court?
Airs
Phoenix
Tour?
Suns, in the way that they're playing.
Ooh,
3,
look, you get
2,
an extra
1.
life!
Yes! Take that.
Yes! I am the greatest! I am the win! I win, man! I win!
That's an old one. That's an old classic for you longtime Game Mavericks fans. Oh, 2 of you?
I don't even remember that.
That was something that you used to say on the show. You'd be like,
I win, man! I win!
I don't think you're doing a very good impression of me then.
well, no, you were specifically doing a voice.
I was like,
Yes!
You were doing
I
the
feel
Piccolo
great. I
from
feel
the
great.
original Dragon Ball Z dub.
I remember doing that one a lot. I was like, I don't know. Mikey, find an old episode and edit a clip of it.
Well, honestly, you have the Blu-ray, so you would be able to send me a clip of that easier
No,
than I.
not that. Not Piccolo. The old Game Mavericks episodes.
Oh god, I'd have to look through like 600 episodes to find that. What the hell's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah, I'm telling you to go find it. Did I stutter?
Well, fuck you.
No, don't. You don't actually have to do it. Mikey, edit in Bruno's dick spinning on.
No!
I see what you're doing there.
Edit out the ding dong with the Alonso's face.
That would take a lot of work.
You know the worst part is that I'm probably actually gonna do it.
No.
You have to look at the Discord for the Bruno I sent you today.
Oh god. Oh boy. Now I have
That's
to go to
gonna be
Silver
rude.
Platters and like buy a copy of this film.
No, don't do it.
It'll probably only cost me like $5. Because I doubt I'm gonna find that clip on YouTube. You know what?
There is a censored version on YouTube already.
No.
It's probably an inferior quality, but regardless.
because it's censored, is automatically not as funny.
Are you sure? Sometimes
I will say-
censorship is funny. Like when they white and it looks like it's just a episode that you stumble
Like this
across
is
on
the
a
North
plus
Star?
18 site.
I
Yeah.
got lucky there.